Hello guys, welcome to the course of today, Applied Microsoft SQL Server Security. I'm going to be your author. I'm going to be guiding you through the course. My name is Robert Font. So yeah, let's get into it. We are going to be looking at the roadmap, how we are going to achieve security in our environment and the various requirements that we need to go through with this course. So throughout this course, we are going to learn advanced and powerful techniques on how to secure our Microsoft database environment and prevent attacks and unauthorized access. As we know, data is the most important asset of a company. So keeping this secured is one of our most priorities as database administrators and database technicians. Looking at the roadmap, we are going to begin with the section 1. In the section 1, we are going to be looking at the overview and introduction to SQL Server. Here, we're going to be looking at the history of Microsoft SQL Server. We're going to be looking at database terms and terminologies that we're going to be using throughout the course. We are also going to be looking at some vulnerabilities that our database environments face. Now, we are going to move on to the second section, where we are going to look at the installation, secure installation of SQL Server and configuration after installing SQL Server. Remember, security begins at the foundation level, and starting implementing your security measures at the level of installation is the best practice and being. We're going to move on to the third section, where we're going to be looking at access in the SQL Server environment. So yes, you have installed SQL Server securely, but how do you access it securely? We are looking at authorization and authentication. We're also looking at granting users permission to access this environment. After this, we are going to move on to section 4. We are going to be looking at security inbuilt tools in SQL Server. We're talking about data encryption. We are going to be looking at always encrypted, transparent data encryption, and data masking. Once we look at the encryption, we're going to move on to section 5, where we're going to be looking at auditing and monitoring the SQL Server environment. So yes, we have implemented all the security measures. We have done our encryption. We have granted permission securely, but do we just allow it there? No, we still have to audit and monitor what is happening in the environment, and that is what we are going to be looking in section 5. Moving on to section 6, we are going to be looking at backup security and patching up our environment. Yes, on our live or our production environment, our data is going to be secured, but what happens to the backups that we take and all of that? So we are going to be looking at how to secure our backups and also to patch our environment to make sure that our environment is up to date with the latest security updates and updates coming from Microsoft. In the next section, we are going to be looking at conclusion of the course, where we are going to have the recap of everything that we have done, a summary, and we are going to really link up everything that we have done, better understand the security of our environment. Moving on, so what are the various requirements that we need for this training? So the minimum hardware requirement for a successful completion of this course, students will require the computer system with at least the following requirements: operating system, Windows 10 or 11, a Windows Server 2016, 17, 19, or 2022, whichever one is you are accessible or whichever one you have. Processor, we need a basic CPU with at least 1 GHz of speed. The memory, we need at least 512 megabyte and the storage of 5 GB. But these are the minimum requirements that we need for installation of the software. The recommended hardware requirement. So these are the things that we recommend for better performance. So the operating system of Windows 10 or Windows 11, Windows Server 2016 up to 2022, basic processor of at least 1 GHz of speed, and a memory of at least 4 GB or more. More memory means more performance, better performance, and a storage for at least 20 GB or more, which means better performance. So moving on to the softwares that we require. So the software requirements for this course, we do require SQL Server 2022 Developers Edition. Attached is the link to download the Developers Edition. It is free and it has all the features of the fully functional SQL Server. SQL Server Management Studio version 9.1 or higher version. The link is also attached. This is what is going to enable us manage our SQL Server and our databases. the Adventures Work 2022 online transactional processing database version. Links also attached. This is a database that Microsoft has produced for testing purposes and for trainings. This is going to enable us implement all the measures that we have made sure before. So this is an overview and introduction of what we need for the course. So yeah, here we go. Let's get into the first session of the course. See you soon.